broadcast is presented by authority of today's host team and MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of today's host team and MSPN Digital Television.
This is MSPN Digital Television, promoting local teams and local athletes since 2017 in North Dakota and Minnesota.
Third time's a charm for the Otters. They're your Section 8 2A champions tonight. What's the victory here over the Monaga Braves?
Producing area youth and high school sports broadcasts, along with news, highlights, and scores of the area's semi-professional teams.
In the 2018 Clark Cup champions are the Fargo Force.
Also search MSPN DTV to follow us on most social media platforms for news, scores, and highlights of college sports. Plus the Twins, T-Wolves, Wild, Lynx, PWHL, Vikings, and so much more. MSPN Digital Television. Visit us online at our website, mspndtv.com. This MSPN broadcast starts right now. Let's turn it over to the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome. We are live here at Jim Gutta Stadium here in Moorhead, and it is our debut matchup of the 2024 season for the Dakota Fusion, taking on an expansion team to the North Conference here in the NPSL, the Minnesota Blizzard. I was told without confirmation that they're from the Minneapolis area, so we'll see how these two teams square up. The Minnesota Twin Stars played the Minnesota Blizzard in the Blizzard's lone game this season so far. They lost that game by the final score of 3-2. So the Blizzard come into the matchup 0-1-0 on the season, while the Fusion are 0-0 with no games played yet. Duluth FC leads the league right now with a 3-0 win over Joy Athletic Club. And then so that matchup between Duluth FC and Joy Athletic, and then the matchup between the Minnesota Twin Stars and the Minnesota Blizzard are the only two NPSL Northern Conference matches to be played this season so far. We're about to introduce the players here on our pregame show. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer for those introductions and the national anthem coming up here momentarily. Welcome to this opening matchup for the Dakota Fusion on the 2024 NPSL season. We'll go ahead and introduce the two teams as they walk out. Following that, we'll have the national anthem and then your opening kick. For the Minnesota Blizzard, standing to the left in the light blue jerseys, in any particular order here, we have number 10, Onward Hamid. And these are your starters. Number 16, Ashton Frost. Number 15, Christopher Teokalive. Number 6, Garrett Johnson. Number 29, Giovanni Cascone. Number 8, Iker Lorenzo. Number 1, John Terry Broughton. Number 12, Josh Anderson. Number 22, Liam Linares.
Number 24, Ryan DuBois. And number 0, Shea Wirt. And those are your starters for the visiting Minnesota Blizzard FC. And now for your Dakota Fusion. Number 8, Alex Benitez. Number 14, Ben Colborn. Number 19, Inchu Han. Number 6, Luis Pinto. Number 16, Oliver Benson. Number 2, Sho Toto. Number 4, Takumi Kamakura. Number 7, Toshiki Makimoto. Number 9, Alberto Romano Sanchez. Number 10, Lucas Peruzzo. And number 00, William Devine. And those are your starters for the Dakota Fusion in black. And now, if you're able to, please rise, remove your caps, and let's stand for the playing of our national anthem. Best of luck to both teams. Let's play some soccer.
All right, there you go. So you got all your starters. Once again, Minnesota Twin Stars defeated the Minnesota Blizzard 3-2 in the Blizzard's lone league match this season so far. And this is the very first time that we'll get to see the men's Dakota Fusion team. Both the men's and the women's Dakota Fusion team have first-year new head coaches this year. So we will see what kind of changes that may or may not bring here to the Dakota Fusion play versus what we've seen over the past 3 seasons or so here. Mike with you here. We got Grant on camera. We got Janice running the field scoreboard. And we got the whole crew up here today as we get ready. They're doing the coin flip right now. So once again, the Minnesota Blizzard in the light blue jerseys, along with the Dakota Fusion who will be in their black jerseys. And then the 3 referees will be in the red jerseys with black shorts. Taking a quick look here at, let's see here, got a slight malfunction in a button here, so give me one moment. All right, now our buttons are working. And we will forego the rest of the first half, or the pregame show, I should say, here as we get ready to go. And we are underway here. Once again, Dakota Fusion and Black going from left to right. And the Minnesota Blizzard in the light blue with kind of a white tinted shade to it. And we'll get, it's always that first game of the season where we have to get used to the new rosters. Only actually two returning players, I believe, for the Dakota Fusion this season. That's number 14, Ben Colborn, and then I believe William Devine was on the team last year as well. Outside of that, it's all new players for the Dakota Fusion. And then with Minnesota Blizzard being an expansion team in the league this year, it's all new players for a all new team to get used to as well. So we'll do our best to get used to the players throughout our broadcast here. Blizzard defenders will work it in the backfield here. Get it onto the near side for Liam Linares. And that'll be taken away. Nice battle for the ball there, and they'll put it up front onside, trying to get up there, but it's going to be booted out to the left side, and that will prevent Lucas Peruzzo for the Fusion from getting an opportunity at a quality scoring chance. We're in the second minute already of our contest here from Jim Gotta Stadium in Moorhead, Minnesota. Dakota Fusion coming they made their first playoff appearance last season. They would lose to the only team that gave them like a huge problem last season. That was Duluth FC in that first round of the playoffs. So the Dakota Fusion looking to get back to the playoffs and potentially move further into the playoffs this season. But before we talk about that, there's still a lot of regular season soccer to be played. So we'll see what kind of effort the Fusion can put on the field this season here. I've been told that they're supposed to be pretty good. So far, I've liked what I've seen from the Fusion in the first couple minutes of this matchup. We'll dump it back here. So William Devine is your starting goalie for the Dakota Fusion, and in net for the Minnesota Blizzard is, I don't have the first names for the Blizzard. Or yes, I do, actually. I just got to look it up on the other side of the app here. They have this brand new app that they're using. And I'm getting used to it just like everybody else in the NPSL is getting used to it. So, but I really think this is going to be helpful. But it's Wirt, who's the goalie here for the Minnesota Blizzard. Shea Wirt, number 0. He's your netminder here for the Minnesota Blizzard. Minnesota Blizzard looks like they have about approximately 7 players on their bench, while the Fusion have about 9 players on the reserve side of their bench. Make that 8 but for the Blizzard, but one of them is not playing due to injury, so 7 officially that are eligible for play in this game. Fusion will dump it back here for, let's see, they're playing a 2 forward, 4 midfield, 4 defensive set here for the Fusion. They'll dump it back to Colburn. He's one of the returning players. He'll flip it over near side here to Dakota. Dakota will put it upfield. And that pass was intended there for Romano Sanchez. They'll get it onto the foot here of Makamoto. And that will be taken away. Makamoto will fight for it and somehow keep possession. He'll push it to the outside, back to Makamoto, but Wirt will come in and gobble that one up. stop any opportunity. A lot of pressure here from the Fusion early on. Not a whole lot of action down on the other side of the field. We'll see if the Blizzard can change that here moving forward. That ball is advanced up quickly, and running after it there is Devine, and he will allow it to go out of bounds, and that will be a corner kick, I believe, for the Minnesota Blizzard. So the first corner kick of the 2024 season, at least for the Fusion to defend. Not sure how many corner kicks the Blizzard had in their last game, but first one to defend. That'll come all the way back here for Du Bois. I'm sorry, Cascone actually. And now the Fusion look to dribble it up. He's trying to get through defenders. He'll pop away, and then that ball will be pushed into the corner. Looking for a potential centering pass, but it's booted away nicely there by the Minnesota Blizzards. Linares, if I'm saying that correctly. Push it back all the way here to Colburn. Colburn work it over near side. Well, no, it looked like he was going to. Then he dumped it back here for Devine. And now they'll switch fields to the other side and through ball to the far sideline as the Fusion will look to advance it up. The pass is set up there for Peruzzo, but he can't catch up to it. And backtracking there with his Kumakurua for the Fusion. We'll dump it back to Devine. Back to Kumakurua, and he'll push it over to the far sideline. Of course, the Fusion leading, not having, or at least not in today's game, last year's goal scorer leader, Yusukanami, who played for the Fusion last year and had the most goals in the NPSL of all 90-plus teams in the league. And he was one of the many players that helped the Fusion get to that playoff level that they were able to achieve last year. Here's a nice move from Makamoto. And then that one's cleared out, but it'll go all the way back to Devine on a couple bounces. He'll control it initially, nearly 40 yards out from his own net as he puts it up to his defense as they look to advance the ball back up forward. Still no score here as we enter the 9th minute of play in the first half. And that will be a free kick here for the Fusion. Controlled nicely as it's pushed back. All the way back to Devine. And Devine will get it to Colburn. Colburn will look upfield, and he'll take a few dribbles and keep it himself for the moment. That one's collected at midfield. The Fusion advance it up. They got a man over on the far side. A couple players entering, looking for that centering pass. He'll try and get around the defender, and he does so just outside of the box, gets tangled up right at the top of the penalty box there, and the Fusion able to control the possession. Ooh, and I don't know if that was like a little knee-to-knee contact or not. It was unintentional. Couldn't quite see it from my particular vantage point since it was on the opposite side of the field. That was nearly a nice takeaway by the Blizzard, but getting stumbled up, and now the Blizzard will get a free kick. Outside of that corner kick that the Blizzard had earlier, they haven't really had a lot of opportunities down on this side of the field. Tried to split two defenders there, and that'll be another free kick here for the Blizzard. Taking the kick is Lorenzo for the Blizzard. Lorenzo will send it in, and nothing but a bunch of black jerseys. But here is, it looked like they were going to have an opportunity, but they couldn't get a foot on it, and the Fusion were able to send it over the back line for a, actually it was last touched by the Blizzard as it went over the black line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Devine of the Fusion. He'll work it out to Colburn. Colburn sends it into the middle quickly. Now right back out to the near edge here for Toda. Toda back inside. Flip it back to Colburn. He'll send it over, switch it over to the other side of the field. And they'll send it up. Running up after it, there's Makimoto. Makimoto will send it inside. The Fusion have an opportunity and they score. And getting the goal there for the Fusion is Romana Sanchez. It comes at exactly the 10-minute mark, so right as the 11-minute mark starts. All right, so got the issue with the clock on the field fixed there. That was a non-broadcast issue, but I was the one who knew how to fix it. So I don't think we missed anything of importance since that goal scored there by Roman Sanchez. It was officially scored at 12:05, so in the 13th minute is when that goal was scored. Actually, we're going to go with the 12th minute, because it was scored just a hair before it hit 12. Fusion will push it out here for Dakota. And his defender will knock it out of bounds there. And nice job for the Blizzards, Hamed. Fusion control it once again here. Trying to work his way around the defender there is Benitez. And a centering pass, and the idea was right. And now I thought that may have been a handball there, but maybe he didn't get his hand on it. That was a disastrous chance avoided there for the Blizzards. That could have been easily been 2-0. Minnesota Blizzard get a little bit lucky on the defense and the bounce of the ball there. Once again, the Blizzard lost their first matchup of the season by the tally of 3-2 to the Minnesota Twin Stars. And that's the only match outside of today that they've played this season. So the Twin Stars, the Blizzard, Duluth FC, and Joy AC before today were the only teams to play matches in this season so far. Don't keep track of time of possession, but I'm pretty sure that is advantage Fusion right now. And we will have, the clock will continue to roll here, but they're going to come check on a player for an potential injury. Blizzard will try and work it up the near side, and it's taken away. Moving up quickly there is Makimoto. And headed right back up out of bounds there by Benitez. So come all the way back here for Kumakura. Kumakura will work it up there for Benitez, and Benitez over to the near side for Toda. Toda sends a cross a little bit too far. Out of bounds, and a goal kick here for the Blizzard and their goalie Wirt. So Wirt will set it up. He'll put the right leg on it, send it halfway down the field, and quarter of the way back on a header there by the Fusion. And that will be out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in here for the Blizzard. Linares takes the throw-in, it's immediately taken away there by the Fusion, and then given right back to the Blizzard. And they tried to thread the needle on that pass there, but Colburn was in the way. And every opportunity that the Blizzard get is quickly diminished by the Fusion defense. Colburn's able to stop that, what would have been a pretty back heel pass, and possibly set up an opportunity for a score. Now back the other way come the Fusion. And that shot, nice stop there by Wirt. On the initial shot by Peruzzo. So Wirt will set it up here for a kick, and he'll send it near sideline. Fusion are right there to touch up on it. Goes out of bounds, and a Blizzard throw-in. 1-0 on the goal in the 12th minute by Romana Sanchez, excuse me. Right now, we just entered the 21st minute of the first half. In the middle of the field there, now come all the way back to Devine. Devine will set it up with a little bit of pressure there. From the Blizzards, I'm not sure his first name, but I think it's Boateng. He's the one who came in for the injured Blizzard player a couple of minutes ago. Had to look that one up momentarily here. So once again, the Fusion playing 2 forwards, 4 midfield, 4 defense, and the Blizzard lining up with 1 forward, 5 midfielders, and 4 defenders. So 1-5-4 for the Blizzard, and a 2-4-4 for the Fusion. Thrown from the far side, and immediately it's touched up on by the guys in black. That would have sounded cooler if I would have made a movie reference saying Men in Black. Maybe in the second half for you. One's touched out of bounds there, and the Blizzard will get the throw in, courtesy of Linares. And another throw in here for the Blizzard. Ball boy will get Linares a ball, I should say. So they should put the ball boys on the roster. That'd be kind of cool. Devine will get that on one hop with 2 hands and avoid the oncoming Blizzard offensive player. He'll roll it out to the far side, and they'll try and work it up the far side of the field here, the Fusion will. A little bit windy here. I'm a bit surprised that some of these high pass balls have not been taken by the wind. It looks like the Fusion and the Blizzard, for that matter, in the moments where they've had possession of the ball, have done a pretty good job of managing the wind factor in this game. He'll tip it back here for, once again, give me a game or two and I'll have these Fusion players memorized, but with only 2 returning players, I got to get used to a whole bunch of them. Hahn in the middle there, and now it's picked up by Benitez. They'll work it along the far side. I believe that's Benitez again. No, that's Pinto, actually. They'll work it inside for Colburn. That one's easy because he's been here for a while. Dakota now will control it on the near sideline. About halfway through the 25th minute of play here in the first half. Fusion with the 1-0 lead on the 12th minute goal by Romana Sanchez. And all the way back is Kumakura, and he'll get it back to Devine. Vine will send it over to the far sideline. Blizzard touch up on it. Fusion able to get possession back. They'll turn it around, send it to the middle of the field. Nice hustle there on the pass to get it over to Dakota. And Dakota will have that one popped out of bounds. And that'll be a Fusion throw-in. So Dakota will take the throw-in from just shy of midfield. They'll get the ball right back. They'll drop it back. That's Coburn. Coburn will shift it back into the middle of the field there for Komakura, excuse me. I'm going to get it right eventually. And nice pass inside. Was he onside was the question. He must have been. No flag up there, and a nice stop once again by the Blizzard goalie. That particular stop was all on Wirt for the Blizzard. He was their last line of defense on that attack by the Fusion, and a nice job by Wirt. Wirt's been put in a few situations this game where it could potentially be 3-0 Fusion right now, so he's been doing very well up to this point as we enter the 27th minute of play here at Jim Gata Stadium in Moorhead. That one's headed up off the throw-in there by the Fusion and controlled, and taken off with it there is Makimoto. Makimoto still with it, trying to get around the defender. Centering pass, it's set up, and it's into the back of the net. He was able to slip it by a diving Wirt who was diving to his left. And it's another goal for the Fusion. They take a 2-0 lead just in the 27th minute. Not sure who scored that goal. I was relying on the app to help me out there, but it does not show. At least not yet, it doesn't show. So we'll see if we can get confirmation on that, but it was scored in the 27th minute. Blizzard have a little bit of space to work with now. Pass will go back, drop back to the defense, and they'll switch it over to the far side of the field to try and advance it up. And they do so almost successfully, but getting there first for the Fusion was Kumakura. So it was Perusa with that second goal for the Fusion, the 27th minute. And now here's Pinto. He'll switch it over far side onto the foot. I believe that's Hahn on the far side. And a centering pass here, and a nice stop by Wirt as Romana Sanchez, who scored the first goal for the Fusion, was threatening there to potentially get his second goal, but Wirt came out and put a stop to that. Blizzard will work it back up the near side. And it's picked up here by Toda. Toda, now it's controlled in the midfield there by Makimoto. And a whistle, and a stoppage in play temporarily here. Well, with the Fusion controlling the ball as much as they are in this game so far, it shouldn't take too long to figure out who's who out there. Back to Colburn. Colburn will work it up far side. On the foot there of, I believe that was Hahn. Hahn sends it inside. A quick tap back here onto the foot of Benitez. And now Makimoto with a shot high over the crossbar, and that'll be a goal kick there for Wirt and the Blizzard. 31st minute of play now, about 14 minutes and change to go here in the first half, plus whatever stoppage time they may apply to the So just now cracked the eggs on the 32nd minute of the first half here. 45-minute halves, if you're not familiar with that already. Always love doing this. I've done 11 different sports in my career, and soccer's about the only one you can say, hey, I'll be home at about 8:30 tonight. Here's Makimoto trying to make a move, a centering pass, and over the head of a couple teammates. Racing out to get it there is Romano Sanchez. And now he'll make a move back inside. It's Hahn with the ball right now. He'll circle around a couple defenders. The ball will go over the back line for a Blizzard goal kick. Looking for a pass inside. Nothing available at the moment. He'll drop it back for Hahn. And now making a move inside. And Fusion wanting something there, but they're not getting anything. At least I don't think they got anything. And I'll go over the back line here. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Fusion. So both teams with one corner kick opportunity in this game so far. They'll take the easy pass out, then send it in, and just over the head of Romana Sanchez, who is hoping to get an opportunity for a header on net, but just couldn't quite keep it low enough for his vertical ability. Drop it back to Dakota. Dakota looking inside. He's swarmed by 3 defenders as he drops it back there for number 6. That is Pinto. I should really remember that. 6 Pinto. Okay, got it. Cross inside, and a nice defensive play there by the Blizzard. Once again, that was Boateng. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. That was Boateng who made that defensive play back there. He's the one who came in about 10 minutes ago for that injured Blizzard player. So the Fusion trying to split defenders inside the box, and that won't be cleared away momentarily, but the Fusion will touch up on it right away. Hahn on the far side trying to make a move. Got it popped away there. And now that's Peruzza, excuse me. He's the second goal scorer. He has the second goal for the Fusion. And that one ricocheted right onto the foot of Hahn. And now to the outside, and that one will be put into the parking lot. Yes, it will. That ball will take a while to retrieve. That ball is seriously halfway to 4th Avenue right now, and that's a long ways from here. It's a It's a good football field and a half straight ahead from where you see on your camera. And there's a youngster trying to track it down, but it's still rolling towards 4th Avenue. So a goal kick here for Wirt. And Colburn makes first contact on that one. And they'll blow a whistle, and we'll have a free kick here for the Blizzard. So that one's taken away. It's put onto the foot there of Makimoto. And Makimoto still has it now. Tries, gets around a couple defenders. Nice defensive play there by the Blizzard to take it away. Nearly intercepted there by Peruzzo. But another free kick here for the Blizzard. So the Blizzard now, Fusion giving the Blizzard a little bit of space in that backfield for the defenders to work the ball, but as soon as they get it up to around midfield, those Fusion defenders seem to collapse in on the Blizzard players and not give them much room to work with, which is pretty impressive from a defensive standpoint, if you're asking me. And I'm not the soccer expert by any means, but I do know a little bit about this sport. There's Devine. He'll pick it up and slow things down for a little bit here as we enter the we're about 10 seconds away from the 38th minute of play here in the first half at Jim Gata Stadium in Moorhead, Minnesota. Season 4 for the Fusion here on MSPN Digital Television. And we are so glad to be back. It is always fun to do these Dakota Fusion soccer games. Here's Toto with it. Toto will just patiently look for somebody. He'll drop it back to Colburn. Colburn will switch fields over to the other side, and chasing it down successfully there is Hahn. Hahn will bring it up, and now Makimoto back over to Hahn. Hahn will dump it back for Makimoto again, and Makimoto will put it there onto the foot of Pinto. And Pinto moves down the middle of the field, sends it over here to Tota. Tota will set it up and advance it up. And now it's picked up there by Peruzzo. And a nice defensive play to get it out of bounds is approaching the net on the attack there. I couldn't quite see who it was. I couldn't catch the jersey number. Oh, it was Tota. So we have another corner kick here for the Fusion. I believe it's their second one, and it is. So we just entered the 39th minute. We have a substitution. Coming back into the game here is High Jazz for the Blizzard. We're in number 21. So the corner kick is on the way. It's deflected out on a header, out onto the foot there of Makimoto. Makimoto sends it back to Hahn. Hahn centers it there onto the foot of Pinto. Check that. That's Benitez, actually. Ooh, and a nice move there by Benson. And a free kick for the Fusion from about 5 yards out of the goal box. It's 2-0 on your Buffalo Wild Wings scoreboard in favor of the Dakota Fusion here, and as we enter the 40th minute of play of the first half in this matchup between the Fusion and the Blizzard. Fusion 0-0-0 on the season. The Blizzard 0-1-0 on the season. And they'll put that one on the near post. And a nice diving stop there by the Blizzard's Wirt for Minnesota Blizzard FC. So he'll send it halfway down the field to the far sideline. It'll be immediately tapped out of bounds for a Blizzard throw-in. They'll keep things going quickly there. Romano Sanchez on the defense on the far side, keeping it out of bounds and keeping it for multiple Blizzard throw-ins. And the Fusion will try and work it back up. They'll drop it back to Colburn. Colburn will flip it over near side here for Dakota. Dakota will get tangled up with a couple defenders, give it right back to Colburn. Colburn will switch it into the middle of the field, and they'll try and advance it up the other side where there's a few less defenders. I believe that's Hahn with the ball on the far side. No, it's not. It is somebody else, but he'll enter it inside there for Peruzzo. And nice centering pass, and he was just a little bit off balance in order to try and get a shot there. Toto will center it in. And now Makimoto with a momentary touch on it. They'll switch it near side for Tota. Tota, one-on-one. Ball comes loose. Colburn able to push it back up, and they will... I looked up the field. I didn't see what happened. I'm guessing some contact and a free kick here for the Fusion. We'll see if I'm right. And I am right on that. So they'll flip it over to the far side there for, that is Benson. Pinto drops it back for Colburn. He'll send it forward, and some nice seam passing here as they get it out into Tota. Tota with a centering pass, and the boot is going to go up and over the crossbar. He got his shoe a little bit too far underneath that ball, and they'll pop it straight up every single time. Just ask any youth soccer player when they realize that for the first time. That was one of the first things I learned growing up, playing soccer, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. Just make sure you don't toe the ball or get your foot completely underneath it. You want to kind of get it on the front palm of your foot, taking a shot, and that'll keep that ball from rising up in the air. Easier said than done, let's put it that way. And we'll have a free kick here for the Blizzard. Toto will toss it in, and he'll get it right back. Blizzard will touch up on it there with 21. Drawing a blank on who number 21 is for the Blizzard. But it'll go all the way back for a goal kick here for the Fusion. Wirt will touch up on it as his defenders send it back to him, and he sends it right back to his defenders. So the Blizzard players on the far side with the faded dark blue numbers on a light blue and white tinted jersey are kind of hard to see on the far side. They're much easier to see on the near side. I absolutely love the white on black for the Fusion. You can see that from a mile away. Wirt will set it up. He'll send it over near side here for Linares. And Linares' pass was intended for his teammate, but his teammate slipped and the Fusion take over. Kumakura will send it up on the far side there for Benson. And now back onto the foot of Pinto. Pinto sends it over to Toda. Toda works it up the near sideline. Toda will stop. He'll look around. He'll drop it back. Pass controlled, and then he lost it, but then somehow got it right back. Some nice footwork there as he dances through defenders on a lost ball and nearly created an opportunity out of nothing there. Colburn will switch fields over the far side. Fusion will bring it up. Centering pass, that was intended there, I believe, for Pinto or Benitez, one of the two, 8 or 6. Linares will throw it in for the Blizzard. He will get it. No, he wasn't able to keep it in. Flag came up. It'll be a Fusion throw in. Toto will take the throw in. As we've just hit the 45th minute, we're now into stoppage time here in the first half. We've had 2 goals. I would guess we'll have at least 1 minute, maybe 2 of stoppage time. And we'll see if the Fusion can strike one more time. And no, a nice job there by Wirt. As moving in there was Makimoto with the shot. And that will do it for the first half. After 1 half of play, it's a goal in the 12th minute by Romana Sanchez and a goal in the 27th minute by Perusa to give the Dakota Fusion a 2-0 lead. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of action for you here from Jim Gata Stadium in Moorhead here on MSPN Digital Television.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television. We are at halftime of this Dakota Fusion game. Our broadcast team will return shortly for the second half, which is coming up in minutes right here on MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online on our social media platforms. Simply search MSPN DTV, and when you see our logo, you'll know it's us. Visit MSPNDTV.com to learn more about MSPN Digital Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and become a member for as low as $9.99 per month. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television. Visit MSPNDTV.com to learn more about MSPN Digital Television. Advertising on MSPN Digital Television is a win-win. Support a channel that will support your business. Our production team will ensure promotion of your business is a success during MSPN broadcasts. Haven't tried online digital television advertising before? Mention this ad. All first-time sponsors will receive 10% off. Call or email info@mspndtv.com or 320-337-MSPN. That's 320-337-6776. Visit MSPNDTV.com to learn more about MSPN Digital Television. Interact with MSPN Digital Television online. Simply search MSPN DTV to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Once you see our logo, you'll know it's us. Get news, highlights, and final scores on all the games, teams, and athletes that you care about the most. And don't forget about our website at MSPNDTV.com. It's the social life of MSPN Digital TV. Just search MSPN DTV and start following us today. This is MSPN Digital Television, promoting local teams and local athletes since 2017 in North Dakota and Minnesota. Advertise your business on MSPN Digital Television. For more information, you can send us an email to info@mspndtv.com. You can also give us a call during regular business hours by dialing 320-337-MSPN. That's 320-337-6776. Mention this ad in your conversation with us, and we will take 10% off your sponsorship package. Put your product or service in front of hundreds of loyal viewers per game. MSPN Digital Television. Visit us online at our website, mspndtv.com. Subscribe to the channel and become a member for as low as $9.99 per month. Cancel anytime. No questions asked.
right, welcome back as we're moments away from getting the second half of play started here. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-0 lead for the Dakota Fusion on goals in the 12th minute by Romana Sanchez to make it 1-0, and the 27th minute by Peruza to make it 2-0 for the Fusion. The Blizzard will start with the ball here in the second half of play. Big thank you to Beth, who's done a lot of behind the scenes work and getting all the potential, all the possible information that we could possibly have on the Fusion. And then for all the opponents, that's usually where I put in my hard work. So Beth takes away half of the work I usually have to do each week. And so a huge shout out to her and all her help. And the rest of the organization too. There's a lot of other people that do a lot of things that I just don't bring up on the broadcast too often, and so we thank each and every one who make this all possible. And we thank you for watching. And whether you're cheering the Blizzard or the Fusion, we wish your team the best of luck here in not only the whole contest, but especially in the second half. That's usually something I say in the start of the game, but try to be fair as possible. So the lights are on here at Jim Gata Stadium now, as we are in the 46th minute of play. And take it off the halftime screen there for you. Right, so 12-5, the official chances in the first half. Once again, a chance, otherwise known as a shot, is basically, if you look at the two end zones where it says the word spuds, once we have some action down by there, you can see what I'm talking about. So basically, if the shot's taken in the front of the P or in the middle of the D, that would be considered a chance. It's basically where the two goal posts are at on the goal. So Hamid throws it in for the Blizzard, and a little bit of contact from behind there, and that'll be a free kick for the Fusion. We'll see if the Blizzard can apply any offensive pressure here in the second half. They didn't have a whole lot of opportunities in that first half. The Fusion defense has pretty much shut the Blizzard down and not giving them a whole lot of opportunity here. Looks like that'll be a throw-in instead of a kick, which is fine with us. And another. There we go. Since that last one was a throw-in, we'll just leave our kick counter where it's at right now. Teokalov with the free kick here for the Blizzard. Teokalov will send it in. Immediately touched up by the Fusion, and a couple touches later, they will gain possession of it. Boateng will throw it in this time for the Blizzard. And that one slips through, and the Fusion take control of it right away. Makimoto, and he is offside. Up ahead of the final defender there was T. Sato, number 18, who's checked into the lineup here for the Fusion. And now Makimoto might have an opportunity. And he'll just pull it in, and he'll walk in, and the right foot, it's into the back corner of the net, and Makimoto scores in the 50th minute of the second half. And it's now 3-0 Dakota Fusion. So Romana Sanchez in the 12th minute, Perusa in the 27th minute, and now Makimoto gets on the score sheet in the 50th minute to make it a 3-0 game here in favor of the Dakota Fusion. They'll swing it over near side here for Benson. Benson will gain control, and he'll try and get through a few defenders, and the Blizzard able to pick it up and take control. Now they'll try and set something up offensively. Drop it back to the defenders in front of midfield, and they'll give it right back to the Fusion. Nice pass there. Seam pass through defenders, back to Olsen. Now onto the foot there of Hahn. No, check that. That is actually number 15. That is Carney. So he's checked into the lineup. Snuck in without me noticing. Blizzard will work it up the far side. And as soon as I finish saying that, the Fusion get it right back. Colburn will work it up, and it's swatted down there by Barros, number 12, who is also into the lineup now here for the Fusion. Frost for the Blizzard. That's a good last name to have if you play for a team named the Blizzard. With a nice slide tackle there, take the ball away from the Fusion. And now they control it again. They'll switch it over to the far side. Drop it all the way back there for the defender. That is Linares. And now Makimoto has an opportunity to get around the defender, and he will scoot to the outside. He will not be able to set up a shot like he did last time. He'll drop it back, and that one's sent up high and over the crossbar. On the shot attempt there by Barros. Yeah, that was a little bit of a trip up there. Some incidental contact, and that shot was blocked. Throw in here for the Blizzard. They'll tap it right back to Teokalov. And now throw in here for Osborne and the Fusion. Back to Colburn. He'll drop it back there to Devine. Devine will slow it down. Let his teammates set up, and he'll send it through, but it's intercepted there. And push right back to Devine. He'll pick it up on a hop. 55th minute of play, almost to the 56th minute now here in the second half, and a 3-0 lead for the Dakota Fusion. That one sent up the field, and a nice kick, and that could be assist goalie if that ended up being a goal. But instead, it'll end up being a corner kick for the Fusion. Actually, yeah, we'll go with it. That will be picked up there by Kurt. Wirt, excuse me. W, not K. My apologies on that. There's Makimoto. He'll get it over to the far side. Now they'll dump it back. All the way back to Devine. Devine sends it right back onto the foot there of Kumakura. And now that is Nishio, if I'm saying that correctly, number 24 for the Fusion. Send it all the way back here for Kumakura. Nice back heel advancement there, and that's right back to Nishio. Nishio will advance it up there for Sato. As the Fusion have gone to, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of their reserve players. They have 7 of them. On the on the players who can play list, the active list, there we go, that's what I was looking for. So the Blizzard will get a free kick here as we enter the 58th minute. And we'll have a substitution here for the Blizzard. Will they allow it now or will they allow it later? Looks like they'll allow it now, I think. Looks like one of the players is coming off. We get Stark Haas will come in. Wearing number 28, there he is. And he will replace Jay Anderson, who will come to the sideline here for the Blizzard. So right now, the way things stand, if this game ends with a 3-0 score, the Fusion and Duluth FC would be tied at number 1 in the North standings. If the Fusion could score a 4th goal, they would have the goal tiebreaker, and they would be number 1 alone in the standings if they can get a 4th goal here. Once feed it up, Makimoto chasing after it, but can't catch up to it before it goes out of bounds. And that'll be a throw in there for the Blizzard. Was talking in the first half about the Fusion missing Yusu Kanami. He has moved on to play for the Tacoma Defiance in the MLS Next League. So that's the league right below the Major League Soccer MLS. Here's Makimoto again. And Makimoto looked like he took a foot or a sneaker to his abdomen area. Hopefully he's okay. We'll have a corner kick here for the Fusion. That one's sent in. And just over the top of the crossbar. Hit the football field goal crossbar, and that was a nice play, but he couldn't quite keep it low enough. Blizzard avoid one there. Ooh, nearly a head-on-head collision between two Blizzard players, and they nearly sandwiched a Fusion player, and a nice show of sportsmanship there from, I believe, if I remember from the first half, that is Boateng checking up on the Fusion player to make sure he's okay. Always like to see that, no matter which team you play for. Nearly poked away by Osborne. Blizzard able to keep control of it. They'll send it inside, and now Colburn will touch up on it. Send it right back. All the way back to Devine. Ooh. That was Nishayo, who nearly got popped in the mouth there on that play. '62nd minute of play, almost to the 63rd minute. Here's what's his name again? Makimoto, there we go. He has the third goal. He scored it earlier this half in the 50th minute to make it 3-0 Fusion. Osborne has it now. He has a little bit of room to work with. Tried to set up Makimoto for a pass right back, and now a long shot was blocked on the shot attempt there by Saito. That's how I think how you say it. Saito. Osborne makes a move, gets by the defender, and now the loose ball. Can he get to it? He'll try and tip it back to himself, and then that should be a corner kick for the Fusion. So the Fusion had a great chance on the last corner kick that they had. They sent it a little bit high. And now they will get another corner kick here. It's their 5th corner kick of the game. They've only allowed the Blizzard to have one so far, and that was early in the first half. Matter of fact, they had the first corner kick of the game, and then since then it's been all Fusion corner kicks since then. Makimoto couldn't get to it. Blizzard trying to clear that ball. Fusion gained control of it right at the midfield mark. They'll push it out to the far side as we enter the halfway through the 64th minute of play. They'll swing it over to Makimoto. Makimoto sends it up. And racing after it there was Hahn, but a nice defensive play by the Blizzard to force a sideline throw-in, and Osborne will take that right to Makimoto, right back to Osborne. He'll chip it back inside. They'll end up back here on the foot of number 15, that's Carney. And now Colburn will send it to the far side. Some nice touch passes. They're finding almost every seam through the defense, the Fusion are. Our next broadcast will be the Dakota Fusion versus Duluth FC. And as I mentioned earlier, if this score of 3-0 remains intact, depending on the outcome of the Duluth game, which I'm not sure if they're playing tonight or not, I can look that up and find out for sure, but they could potentially be a 1-2 matchup in the second game of the season for the Fusion, which would be, I believe they were 1-2 going into that playoff matchup last year that Duluth FC won, if memory serves me correctly. Or it could potentially set up two teams that are tied for first matchup, so depending on how you want to look at it. That'll be in 1 week from today. Right back here at Jim Gada Stadium. We'll have all the Fusion home games for you, and then all the Fusion road games will be on various other streaming broadcast partners across the NPSL league. At least we believe, that's to the best of our knowledge. So the Fusion with the throw-in from the far side here as we are in the 67th minute now, or in the second half. Makimoto. And now a free kick here for the Blizzard. Nice move there by Nishayo, as he was able to spin away from that defender. Osborne will send it in. He'll get it right back. He'll control it on the end line there. Being hounded by a couple Blizzard players. They'll come back as Kumakura will touch up on it. We'll get a whistle, and whistle was behind the action there. Did not sure what the whistle was for. Blizzard working over on the far side, and Saito on the defense there, doing a decent job of keeping that ball to the outside, preventing the Blizzard from getting it to the inside as the Fusion bring it back now. And he cannot keep it as he gets tripped up over his own ankles there, and that will eliminate the advancement for the Fusion for the moment, and they get it right back. And that one smacked off the chest / right arm of Osborne out of bounds, or at least I thought it was. Nice through ball there, and that was almost a perfect pass. Defender's able to catch up, and the Fusion players and or not players, but Fusion fans wanted a call there. They did not get one. They may have had a case to plead there in that case too. Caruso watched it go out of bounds on the far side there. Now they'll send it back in where it's controlled by Kumakura. Now one nearly taken away by the Blizzard, and it was, and they give it right back. Nishiyo able to take it away. Now Nishiyo will work it again. And he'll advance it up, and he is online. It's a 2-on-1 as the Blizzard defense gets back, but the ball goes out of bounds, so a lucky break there for the Blizzard defense as once again the Fusion were trying to develop a 2-on-1 scenario there. '72nd minute of play now. Nice move there by Teokolov for the Blizzard. And the Fusion defense just stifling the Blizzard right now. They're not able to get more than a couple passes before the Fusion find a way to touch the ball and disrupt any type of offense the Blizzard are trying to put together here. So looks like we'll have another substitution here for the Fusion. Coming in is G. Brooks, number 25 for the Dakota Fusion. So the Fusion will set it up here. They'll try and generate some offense. They'll send it all the way back to Colburn. Colburn will control it and send it up from midfield. Blizzard players wanting an offside flag there. They didn't get one. Back heel pass, nobody there for the Fusion to be on the other end of that, the receiving end of that pass, and the Blizzard will send it out of bounds on the far sideline as a result. So G. Brooks, I won't go the country route I was thinking of there, but that's one way to remember who number 25 is. And speaking of, Brooks had the ball, and now they battle for it. Fusion come away with it. Nice pass as Osborne works it up. Osborne trying to get by a few defenders, and it's tapped away from him. A few oohs and ahs there from Fusion fans in attendance. And now Nishio works it inside. Couldn't quite see who was. It looked like he was in a cloud of blue jerseys there. And that shot. Oh, nice save and a nice shot too by Hahn. Now the halfway through the 75th minute of play here in the second half. Blizzard momentarily control it. Saito on the far side there, causing a little bit of disruption. Now the Fusion have a little bit of space to work with. Nice pass up the near sideline there onto the foot of Hahn. Hahn has it taken away momentarily. Hahn applying pressure, trying to get it back. Blizzard able to move it upfield, but they give it right back to the Fusion as Osborne takes control at midfield. He'll dump it back there for Kumakura. Kura into the center for Colburn, taps it up quickly there for Carney. And now near side, as Hahn with it again. Nishio able to get a foot, and then that shot, well, just a little bit over the top right of the crossbar, or where the crossbar meets the post. A fabulous, high-speed, powerful shot there, but just couldn't. He was aiming for that top corner, but he couldn't quite sneak it in. So another substitution here for the Blizzard. Coming in is Porter, number 26. As Wirt will set it up for the goal kick, and he'll send it up to the far side. It'll be touched up just at the midfield mark, and the Blizzard will send it back into open space. Looks like the Fusion will get to it. A nice job by Osborne to get it around his defender as he puts it up onto the foot of Sato. That pass, I believe, was intended for Sato, but a little bit off the mark. Fusion control it anyway. Back to Osborne now. Osborne tries to make a move. He's able to keep it in bounds. Osborne will chip it back in, and they'll try and clear it, but the header comes right back to Osborne. Osborne dumps it back, all the way back to Colburn. Colburn will switch it over to the far side there. That might be Makimoto over there. I can't quite see for sure. Centering pass, shot on, and it's into the back of the net. Sato with the goal in the 78th minute. And it is 4-0 Fusion. So Romana Sanchez on the 12th minute, Perusa in the 27th minute, Makimoto in the 50th minute, and now Sato in the 78th minute makes it 4-0 in favor of the Fusion. Still trying to navigate this app. You know, there's ways to look up scores from other matches being played, if there is another match being played, and maybe that's why I can't seem to navigate it correctly, because there's no other games being played potentially. I don't know. But like I said, this app is new, so it's not just me trying to figure it out. But I will say this. I don't know about others, but I like it up to this point. I wish this app would have been here 3 years ago, and then we'd be masters at it by now. If you're not familiar with it, it's called the Squatty app. It's available in it's SQUADI, Squatty. It's available on both the Google Play and Apple iStores. You can download it. You can follow all your favorite teams in the NPSL and WPSL. Rosters, formations. In theory, they have goal scorers and stuff like that on there, but I don't see that updated on my app for this particular game. The app's still showing the score is 0-0, so I'm sure there's work to be done, but what I see of it so far, I like it. You can get the action log, player stats. You can look at standings. Upcoming schedules for your favorite teams. You can follow one team or follow all of them. If you haven't checked it out yet, I recommend you do so. Here's Osborne with it. He'll make a move. Osborne being closely covered there by the Blizzard defense. Now go over the back line for a goal kick. So Wirt will set it up here, and he'll put the right foot on it. Send it over halfway. Fusion control it momentarily. Loose ball picked up by the Fusion. Another loose ball, and the Blizzard get it back. And that ball will roll over the line for, I believe it's a Fusion throw-in, and it is. Osborne will take it. He'll send it back onto the foot there of Kumakura, all the way back to Devine now. Devine will send it up halfway up the field, and ooh, that was a high boot there. Running up towards it there is Sato. And Sato, I don't know who touched it last, but it will be a Fusion throw-in according to the far side official. Makimoto has it. He'll drop it back for Han. Han centers it there for Kumakura. Blizzard trying to clear it out. Comes back to Kumakura, now over to Osborne. Osborne feeds a pass through a couple defenders to Han. Han gets taken down, no whistle. From my vantage point, it looked like he literally got tackled, but I don't think the referee was in the position I was to see it. Nice move by Osborne. He sends it right through the feet of Matos. Now all the way back, Colburn will set it up, knock it over near side here for Kumakura. All the way back to Devine. Devine will send it upfield. Chested down there by the Blizzard. They'll work it back through midfield where the Fusion pick it back up. 4-0 on goals in the 12th, 27th, 50th, and 78th minute of this match. We are now just entered the 85th minute. Nice move there by Nishio. Nishio still with it. Now Osborne. Osborne with some space to work with. He'll send it over. And racing after it there is Saito. Saito cannot catch up to it. It'll be a Blizzard throw-in. And it looks like we have a Blizzard player slow to get up. They'll ask for the trainer to come in. So this will add some stoppage time to, and now they'll send the trainer off. Looks like, I don't know, maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him possibly. As we approach the 86th minute of play now. So once again, throwing for the Blizzard. Can the Fusion tack on one more goal here in the final 5 minutes approximately, with stoppage time, maybe 6. And oh, they almost got one there. Went a little bit far left off the foot of Sato, who had a powerful strike on that one. That'll be a goal kick here for the Blizzard. Sato scoring that 4th goal for the Fusion. Nearly had back-to-back goals. '87th minute of play now here as we're nearing the conclusion of this one. The Fusion appear to be on their way to winning their first match of the season. Far side, number 25, that's Brooks. Throw in for the Fusion at the halfway through the 87th minute now. And that's offside. Flag came up. He got in front of that last defender. It was a little bit too quick, and that will stop any potential threat in that moment there. Sent high up into the lights of Jimgata Stadium. And sent high up into the lights right back off the foot of Kumakura. Ball boy will give the ball back to Wirt, and he'll set it up for the goal kick. That was Wirt, Kumra, ball boy, and Wirt. That's how that one worked out. Inbounds comes to Carney, and now they'll dump it all the way back to the Fusion goalie. Osborne will control it near sideline, sends it inside. Nice spin move there by Nishio. And another nice spin move there. By Hahn. Hahn will send it up to the near side. That is Sato, who had the last goal for the Fusion. Sato looking for a centering pass. It's bumped out by the Blizzard. Nice defending play there by the Blizzard defender. Osborne will send it in on the throw. Nishio, excuse me. Osborne Tried to chip it in, comes to the top of the box, nearly controlled there by Brooks. Don't check that, Carney. And the Fusion will get it right back. 90th minute of play. We got about 45 seconds plus stoppage time remaining in this one. Here's Sato. Sato feeds it through. Right back to Sato. Sato puts a foot on it, and it's swallowed up by the Blizzard goalie, Wirt. So about 15 seconds to go before we enter stoppage time here. 89-48 and counting here in the 90th minute of play. And that'll do it. 90 minutes has elapsed. We're now in stoppage time here in the second half of play. And a 4-0 lead for the Fusion. And that'll do it. The triple whistles will bring us to a final score. The Minnesota Blizzard fall to 0-2-2 on the season, and the Dakota Fusion improve to 1-0-0 on the season with the 4-0 victory here. 1 goals in the 12th minute by Romana Sanchez, the 27th minute by Peruza, the 50th minute by Makimoto, and the 78th minute by Sato. 4-0 your final score. Once again, the next broadcast coming up here for the Dakota Fusion is going to be next Saturday when they play the Duluth FC, I believe. There it is. Once again, the Dakota Fusion versus Duluth FC. That could potentially be either a 1 versus 1 or a 1 versus 2 matchup, depending on the outcome of Duluth's next game. If they even have a next game before they play the Fusion. I'm not sure on. But it should be a good matchup and a rematch of the first-round playoff match that we had last year for our final broadcast of the 2023 season. Thanks so much for tuning in for the Dakota Fusion Soccer. Once again, your final score in this one is the Dakota Fusion 4. Goals in the 12th, 27th, 50th, and 78th minute. And the Minnesota Blizzard 0. We'll talk to you again 1 week from now here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching this MSPN broadcast. To learn more about MSPN Digital Television, visit us online